Alan Turing argues that computers can't think as well as humans, but due to the fact that they are machines that are given instructions by humans, they carry out the instructions in which we give them. So, based on that, from the learning from the learning machines section in the passage in activities 5, he basically states that if a computer is given instruction or thought to the instruction, if the computer is given the instruction by a human to learn, that they can eventually have the mind of a human or artificial intelligence, which is equivalent to the human mind. But they will have to learn this over time. So initially, he believes that computers cannot or weren't able to think like humans, and he puts them through what he called the Turing test, in which you basically talk to a computer to figure out if the computer can carry out certain can carry out a conversation, or it's able to it's able to respond in a manner of which a human could. And if so, if they were able to do so, the goal was for the human to tell if that was a computer or a human. But you get three options. So you will ask a question, and first the human would respond, or a digital computer, then it would be a human computer. And then after that, if you can determine which one was a computer, or if it was a computer or a human, if you determine that the computer was a human, the computer will be said to have high artificial intelligence, which was, but a lot of people disagree with this argument based on the fact that if just because a computer gives you a response like a human doesn't mean it has the same mind as a human, due to the fact that you can give a computer can give you an answer to something very specific, but its thought process or its way of thinking is not the same as a human just because it gave you that answer. So therefore, the Turing test is not sufficient enough to determine if a computer can think like a human. Those were the other arguments that people and disagreements people had at that time with the Turing test. But